Good morning. It's turned out nice again. Actually, I don't think it is morning. No, it's 1 o'clock here. How you doing, guys? You all right? Now, you may have noticed, or you will notice during this video, that there is no crazy dog running behind me trying to jump over the walls, chasing pigeons. That's because Remy has gone on his doggy holidays. I've just dropped him off. I need a few days to do with a few things at home, and I'm going to be doing a few things, and it's not fair to leave him on his own. So he's gone to be with his friends for a few days, so we can have some peace. Basically, I made a video yesterday, and while recording it, he nearly jumped over this wall behind me, which is 3 floors up. It'd have been a goner, and he made me so nervous. And throughout the video, I think people have just been sending some funny remarks about it. I was unaware of everything that he was doing behind me. Anyway, Remy's gone on holiday until next week. So while I was out, I actually left my main phone at home because it was uploading a video for you that I recorded earlier today. It was like an hour long, and I thought, well, if I go out, it might stop uploading. So I left that phone, and I took my backup phone with me. So when I got home, I didn't have a lot of notifications with me. So I just came home, put the kettle on as you do, when I walked in the house, and my phone is going crazy, and there's people sending me messages about Jürgen Klopp's latest comments, which we are going to look at now. I have not seen them yet. I very quickly glanced at this article headline. I haven't read it, and it's the first one, which I'm sure there's many. This is James Pearce of The Athletic, and the headline is Jürgen Klopp on Liverpool's transfer business after Jude Bellingham blow. Sometimes you have to step aside, and the sometimes you have to step aside is a quote. I'm not going to read the article to you because it'll probably wind me up before I even get started, but I'm just going to focus on his quotes, and then I might read the rest of it. So Klopp said, with regarding the pursuit of Bellingham, there's nothing to say about it if we don't speak about players we sign or not sign. Why would I talk about this kind of speculation? There's nothing to say about it. A little bit prickly already, but fair. It's like, I'd probably say, we're not signing him, so what are you on about? But everybody wants to know more, right? Everybody wants to know more. And whether you like James Pearce or not, or the journalist, I don't know who asked that question. It might have been Pearce, I have no idea. And like I said, I've literally just walked through the door. They're asking questions that are fair, I think. And he was he was asked about the club's financial limitations in the transfer market, and he said, "It's not about Jude Bellingham. This answer, definitely not. But I never understood why we constantly speak about things we theoretically cannot have. We can't have 6 players in the summer for £100 million each, for example." Straight away, I have to stop him there. I find that comment very disappointing because I'm yet to speak to any Liverpool fan, friend, or casual acquaintance online, or anybody that has ever suggested they want 6 £100 million players. And this is one of those examples of when you get into confrontation with what you guys would call top reds. When you talk about wanting Middle East investment, let's say you favour that. I favour it because I favour passionate football supporters and people that are ambitious and want to win. I was going to say it's nothing to do with the money. It is to do with the money. But I don't want owners to come in and buy 6 £100 million players. That would be nice, in a fairy tale or whatever. But that's not actually what I want or what I expect. I want better finances and better backing for a manager. Notice I said a manager, not the manager, because he's annoying me right now, and I've not even got into it. And I know that the people in that region are extremely passionate. They love their football, and I think they would want to be competitive. And when you come into contact with the so-called top reds that oppose the same opinions as myself there, or my desires, they respond with shit like this, oh, so you want 6 £100 million players then? And I think that's poor by Jürgen. I've got to be honest with you guys, and he's rattled me already. You have to realise what you can do, how much money you have available, and then work with it. That's the job to do. We are not children. If you asked a 5-year-old what they want for Christmas and they say a Ferrari, you wouldn't say that's a good idea. You'd say it's too expensive, and anyway, you cannot drive it. The fuck is he talking about? What is he talking about? Has he lost the plot here or something? And I'm sorry, but if all the other kids had Ferraris, all right, then I'd be trying to get my kid a Ferrari, is what I'm saying. What the fuck is he talking about? I can't even like find examples to go with though. You say it's too expensive. No, but let's bring it down a bit. And if we look into a child's world, they probably want a brand new gaming console, the latest PlayStation or Xbox console, which cost a lot of money, even in adults' world, but in a child's world, right? That's maybe their equivalent of a Ferrari. And most kids, I'm sorry, today have got stuff like that. And us as football supporters, we're just asking for the equivalent of a PlayStation. Or he's got me doing it. What the fuck am I talking about? He's literally got me trying to talk about some shit that he's come out with. Sorry, Jürgen. I love you, Jürgen, but this is dreadful. If that kid is then unhappy his whole life because he didn't get a Ferrari, that would be a really sad life. You work out what you can do and then you do it. It was always how I work. No. We had fuck all when I was a kid. My mum had 4 jobs bringing me up as a single parent. She did everything she could to deliver the equivalent of a Ferrari, Jürgen, so knock it off. And I can guarantee you now, any parent watching this that has got children or has had children, or maybe when they were younger, they might be grown up now like mine, I can guarantee you that they will have done everything in their power to deliver said fucking Ferrari, all right? Even if it meant them going without or having to find solutions. Fucking... What we need and what we want, we try absolutely everything to get it, but there are moments when you have to accept this, or that it is not possible for us to step aside and do different stuff. That's basically the comments about he's talking about a Ferrari. No, we'll just bomb around in some fucking clapped out old banger that gets us from A to B. It does the job. You know what I mean? It does the job. Yeah, that is literally FSG's policy at Liverpool. It does the job. You got the players that do the job. It just gets us there and back. Like, this guy's lost the plot. He's angered me here, guys. He has. And you know that I absolutely love Jürgen Klopp, and I genuinely think that I'm going to start agreeing with some of you guys that say he's complicit in this. And I've said this a few times about Jürgen, and it's his own stupid fucking fault, as far as I'm concerned, if he hasn't got the players. It's just ridiculous. What the fuck is he talking about? A fucking Ferrari? 5-year-old wants a Ferrari. Fuck's he on? Look at the comments here. Klopp just compared one of the most successful clubs in the world and one of the richest to the child who can't drive a car. Is he mad? Does he think he's managing Derby or something? It's awful that he feels he should be the advocate of FSG and so eagerly helping them to justify not spending their own money on the club instead of being the advocate of the club and its legacy. Someone's put for James Pearce forever carrying FSG's water. Pathetic. There is literally no journalism or criticism or any form or argument by James that the recruitment over the last couple of years has been wrong. We needed fresh legs in midfield years ago and now we have to replace 3 in one window. He's literally a yes man for Liverpool since Jürgen had a cut off him a couple of weeks ago. Don't know what that means, but listen, I guess I should read these comments and then make a video when I've had time to think about it. But what is it? Am I wrong here for pulling him up on this? What is he talking about, guys? What is he talking about? You have to realise what you can do. Very little. All right, like, put the kid thing to one side. Which is a stupid analogy. Whatever he's waffling on about there, Jürgen, you're getting right on my tits, mate. He said we can't have 6 players in the summer for £100 million each, for example. No one's asking for 6 fucking players for £100 million each. We're asking for one. I hope Brian Partridge is watching this video, because Brian Partridge is a long-term supporter and follower of my content. And he's been going on for a very long time about his, he respects the manager, but the criticism that he throws his way, and people saying he's a yes man and all that. And I've always defended Jürgen for that. I've always thought my defence has been, well, he took a job, he knew what the conditions were. So, you go for a job interview and your potential employers say, well, this is how it's going to be. This is our policy, our model. We're going to work, to a very strict budget or whatever. You can't then really later on call them out, for example, during your first year of employment or something, because you knew what the terms and conditions of the job were. So I kind of call that, a man that's like, I kind of want to say, like, he hasn't given his word, but he's got an agreement, and I understand that, and I can't really moan at you because I accepted the terms you gave me, right? We would all agree with that, yeah? Now, down the line, if you grow that asset, that business, you deliver, which he has done, he's made them billions, let's be honest. Brendan Rodgers didn't. No offence, Brendan, right? Fantastic. But Jürgen's improved this asset, he's delivered silverware to us, to the club. He has done everything for them. So me, if I was him, I'd be going back saying, right, I know we had those conditions when we first came here, but I've actually made quite a bit of money for you. You've redeveloped the stadium. I've brought European football here. I've brought European trophies here, whatever. I brought major silverware trophies. We need to think about this, because I want to take this club even further forward, because I would be ambitious myself. All right, so I don't know. I mean, maybe this sounds pathetic, but Cop Talk, right, the members website this week has just been upgraded, right, finally, after many years, right? And it's cost a few bob, but I'm so proud of what I see, because it makes it, all the members, which is like the fans here, they are fans, obviously, they're like the fans of the club, they're happy, they've seen investment in what they're participating in, what they're following, if you like. There's a good vibe, we're happy, and it's new, and I feel inspired, and I feel like, right, I'm going to do this now. I'm introducing new features last night and things like that. All right, it's a website, it's not a huge football club, but surely the manager, if he's got them kind of like those tools provided to him, I've got Bellingham. I always say Bellamy. I'm sorry. I've got Bellingham. Would you not think he'd be like, find that, like, right, we're gonna do? Do you know what I mean? So is he, like, it just seems to me like Jürgen is quite happy, but I don't want to upset anybody by criticising the manager. I bet you. I was going to say £1 million. I ain't got £1 million. I bet you a tenner, right? Fiver. I bet you that Jürgen, when his agent was in there negotiating his contract and everything, I bet you the terms were improved to benefit himself. All right, like, this is my rewards. I've done this, and rightly so, guys. Right, we'd all agree with that, yeah. What about us lot? Place is an absolute joke, and Jürgen Klopp, I'm sorry guys, listen, whether you agree with me or not, or whether I'm spouting shite about websites and fucking Ferraris or whatever, wherever you agree with me, whether you think I'm wrong, even implying that some people are right by calling him a yes man, or saying that he is implicit in this, you have to surely agree with me that he shouldn't be saying things like, we can't have 6 players costing £100 million, because if a rival fan's reading that, I can guarantee you that, if they don't follow things like we do, they'll go, oh, is that what them fucking bin dippers, scousers want? Is it is that what they're after? Never. And then you meet someone in a bar, say, well, that's you lot, you want this, you want that. No, we don't. No, we fucking don't. We want Bellingham and a couple of decent players added to the squad, right? Because we have achieved success. We need investment in the squad. It's been underinvested for years, which is why we're in these problems. And like Seano, says, if you're new to the channel, he's a long-term contributor and he's a good lad. He will say, no, we don't want reckless spending, as is being suggested by the manager here. He says we need necessary spending. And that's what I agree with. I think every Liverpool fan I know, right, just wants to see necessary spending. Therefore, what is necessary to progress, to maintain, to sustain. But you need to go that little bit further if you want, because our rivals, I guarantee, they're going up and up and up and up a little bit more. We are so in the past. We've got shit owners, and I'm getting really fucking sick of them. And we've got a shit manager right now. Well, he's not a shit manager, but he's coming out with shit comments. he's shit in the sense that he's letting me down as a supporter, because I find his comments very fucking patronising. Very patronising. And I tell you what, if I saw him, I'd say that to him today. I'd say, Jürgen, I absolutely respect you. I think you're brilliant. I would never want anyone but you at that club. I would defend you to fucking death. But you, my friend, you are fucking wrong to suggest that I am of the mentality that we need 6 £100 million players, or we want to go out and buy fucking Ferraris for our kids. Has he lost the fucking plot or something? Absolute numpty. I mean, I've got people messaging me now about it. I don't even open the Cop Talk chat room. t.me/Cop Talk chat. If you want to join us, let's have a look. This is in real time. Let's have a look what they're saying. Big John, he specifically said wanting 6 players. I think he's getting at those of us who say we need a whole new midfield. And to the whole Ferrari, someone else has put Day Dog, and to the whole Ferrari reference, Klopp said before he quoted it, this is not about Bellingham. Honestly, there's absolutely stacks of messages here. It is about Bellamy. He started off, but I think what he's saying there is it started off about listen, don't be a Liverpool fan. My watch, right, it's just said to me, stress management, take a moment to check in based on changes your Fitbit device identified. How are you feeling? Stressed, frustrated, worried, sad, calm, content, happy, excited. How am I feeling? Fucking fuming, stressed, mate. There you go. Stressed. I said stressed. Fuck's sake. This watch never stops asking me if I'm fucking stressed when I'm making videos. All day long, nothing. Just chilling, doing my thing, Reflect on why you feel stressed. Self-reflection. I can tell you right now why I'm feeling stressed, because my manager's talking a load of shit and he's patronising lots of Liverpool fans. He might as well be a top red himself. Fucked a lot of them, I say. I've had enough of fucking fuming. This is why I shouldn't make videos without thinking about things first. What an absolute numpty, Jürgen. Absolute numpty. There's been many things over the years where our kids have said, I'd like one of them, Dad, for Christmas. Everyone's got one. Obviously, everyone's got one. My kids get everything, Jürgen. Everything they've ever had. And that, if it's left me short over the years, I'd give everything to my children. Some people say that's wrong, you shouldn't spoil your kids. Fuck that right off. My mother spoilt me rotten. Fuck that. Live for my kids. If they want a Ferrari, they'll get a fucking Ferrari. Within reason. Might be a toy one. It's absolutely... He's absolutely really disappointed me. I haven't seen anything else. I don't know what the feelings are on the members' website or anything. I can't access them on this phone. It's on that phone I'm recording on. And I've got lots to do and time is pressing. Guys, please tell me if I'm wrong. Am I overreacting? Am I being disrespectful to the manager? Does that bother you? Put me in my place if I'm wrong, please. Maybe I'm just a bit, passionate right at this second. He won't. I tell you what, guys. I'll tell you right now, right? If he continues coming out with shite like that, he'll lose my support. I'll give a fuck what he's done. And I tell you why. Because yesterday is history. This is about next year. So if we go into next season as a result of him just nodding, right, and it's another painful situation. We've got the summer. We might do all right in the window. We don't know what's going to happen, right? But if we go into next season and we come unstuck because we've got a weak squad or players that are not up to anything, he'll lose my support. I'm fucking telling you. And then that's me and you, right? Opposing the ownership, the manager, the top reds. There's no one left. The journalists, or whatever they want to call themselves. I'll tell you, this is what we're doing next season, and I mean this. Right, I've been saying this for months, by the way. Next season, right, in the summer, at the end of the season, I'm going to do, when the leagues are all finalised, I'm going to do a draw, right? Anyone that wants to participate, we're going to do a draw. And next season, you're all going to have a second team to keep an eye on next season, just to give us something else to fucking talk about. Honestly, I'm not talking about taking anything away from Liverpool. It's a bit of fun. But that's what I'm doing next season. Well, I've got Scarborough, which is my hometown. But I think next year I'm going to go, right, you're this, you're that, you're whatever. We're going to do that. And at least we can say at least in the comments, right? Think about it. I'm not saying taking anything away from Liverpool. In the comment section, at least you can go, well, we got turned over today, but Runcorn won. Nice one. You've got no association whatsoever to Runcorn. Oh my days. All right, listen, there's also Matthew Beale, one of my followers. He's trying to organise a Cop Top FIFA tournament. If anybody would be interested in that, please comment in the video section, the comment section. There'll be a prize or something and a physical trophy as well. I don't know how it all works. It's just a lad that's trying to organise it. We'd like to get something together, and if you assist with that and help Matthew or whatever, then I'll make sure you're rewarded for it somehow as well. Just thought it might be good to have a little Cop Talk tournament. I don't know how it works, guys. I'm a granddad. I'm sorry, no, I'm not having it, Jürgen. Not having it. That's the first time he's not getting a pass from me on this. Nah, not at all. Please, if I am wrong, tell me. Tell me if it's just a case of if you're watching this and going, well, what else is he supposed to say? No, you're up. That's fine. I ain't got a problem with anyone having a different opinion to me, right? But he's basically just giving the owners a free pass there because he's saying, well, we ain't got that here. Like, there's a lot of things in our ordinary lives that some of us do not have, right? But we aspire to have them, right? And I'm sorry, but if I was working for a business, put me in a generic office job somewhere, and the photocopier is just doing a job, but we need a better one, I'd be on at my bosses every day. I'd be going, right, look, I've got the staff underneath me. You're complaining about this, boss. We're gonna have to get a new photocopier, mate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna go back to them and go, we can't just get 6 photocopiers, guys, because you want them. How patronising and condescending and insulting is that to so many people? Very, very disappointed in Jürgen today, guys, and I hope I'm not alone with this. Not that I give a fuck anyway if you disagree. You disagree with me in the mood I'm in.